This is the Cruise FM Out of Tune podcast with Stacey and Curtis.
This is a fun week.
This is going to be a very fun week because we prepared, first of all.
We did.
Mine was today, but it doesn't matter.
That's fair. Mine was like a week ago.
You did prepare a week ago.
I would not let you leave last week until we hammered out
a
this
definite
week's
plan. Yeah.
And plans were executed.
And I'm so sorry that my information to you was late. I did the class. Like, I literally typed that up not too long after you texted me, and I just forgot to hit send.
It's all good.
So
I had time this morning to...
Thank God.
Yeah, we'll get into it.
Shall we?
Let's do it.
Episode 10, Season 2 of the Out of Tune podcast. We're exploring teen crushes.
Absolutely.
Of the 80s and 90s, because that is when we were teenagers.
This was like to be continued from last week when you were crushing on the dad from Danger Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Donnelly Rhodes, which sounds like a porn name. I'm not going to lie.
We could play the audio from last week. I said it sounds like a Irish folk singer from like the 70s that my mom would go see today at TCU Place.
Or a porn star.
that my dad would go see at TCU Place. There's something there for everyone in the
That's Donna Lee Rhodes.
the elder Andersons.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is, should we lay it out fully how we're gonna do this? Okay, because I picked 5, you picked 5.
Yes.
And we're gonna tear each other's apart.
Well, kind of.
Is that what it was?
I think we'll explain how we know them, why we find them attractive in our youth.
Okay.
And then we'll pass it to the other person who hopefully unearthed some dirt. So, for instance, if I was like, Pamela Anderson from Baywatch was my teenage crush, and I think she's the hottest girl on earth, and I watch Baywatch every day because she's so hot. And then you'd be like, actually, Curtis, you're related to her. And I'd be like,
no, I wish we had like a big...
and she's got 16 DUIs or whatever. That's what we're going for here.
Sound effect.
That's what we're going for here.
Okay. How do we want to start this then?
It's up to you. You want to start?
Sure.
Over to you, Stacey. Who is your first of 5 in no particular order?
Of 5 in no particular order. I am going to have to go back to my text to you because I didn't have mine written down. Patrick Swayze.
Nice.
Can I just give you, I have to describe to you why. First of all, I don't even want to say first of all, it's Dirty Dancing.
Yeah.
I watched Dirty Dancing with my friend Maria, and it was the first time I ever saw a man's bum on television, and his bum is good.
Life-changing.
And obviously, rest in peace, Patrick Swayze.
Yep.
All of this is in respect to him as a wonderful actor and having an amazing body. The movie itself was just way beyond me as well. I was way too young for Dirty Dancing, but we watched it anyway. We didn't get what was happening. We had no idea there was abortion in there. And none of it.
I was going to wait for you to finish and bring that up because we're the same age, so we would have watched it at the same when we were the same age, like grade 5, 4,
something
somewhere
like that.
in there.
I think it was 10.
And I remember too being like, "Why can't she dance? You lazy girl!
Why can't she dance?
She's right there. Just dance."
Yeah, so that was the beginning. And then I think my obsession with just that movie and him in general continued for quite some time, because then eventually I made it on to like Roadhouse and Ghost and the other movies that came after. And then I also stumbled across, he's in a movie, I should have found out, about roller skating. And he does this like roller skating entertainment show for a local town or something. It's also amazing because he's got all these tight costumes and he's just like killing it on the rink. And I don't know, there's just something about him. He's so handsome. He's so talented. He's like a triple threat because he can also sing.
Yep.
He sung one of the songs from the Dirty Dancing soundtrack. Are you looking it up?
No, I was sorry. I was listening, but I was also looking up something because he is someone who was always cast as like the sexy guy, right?
Yeah.
And as we have talked about in one of the episodes from season 1, I believe it was episode 10, I've been watching every single Disney VHS movie with my daughter. And he starred in, where did it go? He starred as Pecos Bill.
In a cat movie?
In a Disney movie.
Wasn't it like a person or a cartoon?
Yeah, no, it was the live action Western Tall Tale. And it was the most unsexy part.
No, what was he?
He was Pecos Bill,
Yeah,
but he shot fingers off people. He would shoot their trigger fingers off the bad guys so they couldn't shoot their guns anymore.
Talk about aiming.
And
That's sexy.
And at the end of the movie, he lassoed a tornado and rode off. That's how it ended. And I mean, it was just the most un-Patrick Swayze role ever, and I admire him for that.
I will take that. I will think even more of him because of it.
He was a guy he was an actor that had appeal to the men too, because he was such a badass. He played these, like, you talk about Roadhouse. Everyone wanted to be Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse.
Oh, 100%.
He did nothing but kick ass and bed women. And
Yes.
that's so.
Did they have sex on the roof, just fully naked?
I think so. That's just another day of Patrick Swayze,
It
right?
really was. So yeah, Patrick Swayze.
Yeah, you were not alone in that.
Everything he's done. I also think of like potential. That's when we lose somebody super talented, like Freddie Mercury or an actor or whatever. I always think like, what would they have done? What else would they have done?
Yeah.
And that's what I think of him. Like, how else could I have seen his bum on the screen?
Did I forever tarnish it when I did my karaoke of Time of Your Life? Time of my life?
No, you did.
It was an homage.
An homage.
An homage.
And you did a great job.
Thank you very much. Okay. Here's my Swayze controversy I dug up, okay? Not a lot. He seems like he was a good guy. A lot of on-set friction with other actors and actresses because
Was he a douchebag?
he was a perfectionist.
Oh,
He actually the bad stuff comes from his childhood. His mother was an abusive perfectionist choreographer and dance instructor.
seems about right.
So she would make him practice and dance and was actually physically abusive to him
Aw.
to make sure he got it right.
Yeah.
But then they said that's probably why he took that to the sets and he refused to use stunt doubles. So he was constantly like, I'm doing it myself. And then he would get hurt and delay filming for weeks. And apparently that drove Jennifer Grey crazy. Because she was more of a, oh, maybe I'll do it this way this take. Maybe I'll try it this way.
Right.
And he was like, you are doing it this way, like this. This is, we got none of this variable stuff. This is the way we're doing it. Let's do it right the first time.
Interesting.
The only really dark stuff I could find about him is that his wife, Lisa, his wife of 34 years, she physically abused him. Often left him alone while he was battling pancreatic cancer.
No, she
Yeah.
didn't.
Thumbs
What
down,
a
Lisa.
bitch. Okay, but that's not. Yeah, thumbs down.
Thumbs
to her.
down. That wasn't him. I'm getting my abusive men you gave me mixed up. He was not abusive. He was. What a sad life.
I know.
His mom abused him, and then his wife.
In his dying moments.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
That's
terrible.
sad.
Anyway,
Patrick Swayze, rest in peace. You were a man's man.
you were. And
You were the guy the women came to see and the men wanted to be.
There you go. That's a great line.
Awesome.
Okay, who's yours in no particular order?
You got to make the sound effect. There we go. Ping pong ball back to me. I'm going to go with Alicia Silverstone. Is that
Why are you asking a question?
because
You
I didn't?
don't-
Because I have two Alicias on my list.
Oh.
and I was like Alicia Silverstone, right?
Oh, yes.
I got very mixed up with
She's
that.
the A, Leisha.
Yes,
Your other one is an
Yes.
Leisha.
but I had a stroke for a second.
It's okay.
There.
It's all good.
They're all Alicias. My list of Alicias.
Just 5 different Alicias from the 80s.
The first time we saw Alicia Silverstone before she went to her movie fame, she was in the music video for Crying by Aerosmith, which was the first music video. It was right in that sweet spot of like the November Rain when those rock
dramas,
guys.
yeah.
Yes. And I don't know what it was about her, but all of my friends were like, damn. And I was very sad to learn she was 16
Yes.
at this music video, which, to be fair, at the time we were like 12.
And
But I can't look back at it now,
Well, that's
knowing
the
she's
thing.
16.
she portrayed a very like vixeny sort of sexy
Yes.
person, and she was very, very young. And so the appeal for people our own age to be like, wow, she's so hot. That's okay. That's
Okay.
normal.
She was swearing, which we thought was pretty badass. It was the first time we had seen, like you said, that vixen in kind of that aggressive of a role. I'm trying to think, Aerosmith and Bon Jovi always had like the pretty girl in their videos, but she was drop kicking dudes. She was swearing. She was punching.
Yeah.
She's mouthing like 5 or 6 swears in the music video, which was also kind of the appeal. It was
Yeah.
like, what is this girl? And then she played alongside Steven Dorff, who's also like the coolest dude in the world.
He's pretty cool.
Yes.
I've heard he's a nice guy.
And yeah, he's kind of crazy. And that ending scene where she's on the bridge and he comes out and he just is like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And he's wearing his black t-shirt and jeans, which I apparently lifted that from because that's like all I wear 90% of the time. Some sort of black t-shirt and
It's classic.
jeans.
You can't go
Yes. And years later, when I watched this video again after like not seeing it for 15 years, it's like, I wonder if this character kind of inspired the book I wrote, that character. There was a lot of similarities. I was like,
Interesting.
weird, because I never really thought about
Do you want
that.
to plug your book right now?
The Gina French? Yeah. It's available on Amazon. It's like 10 years old already, but
Already? Holy cow.
yes. But when you watch the video, like, she's actually the problem. She's very unlikable, and
Yeah.
she's not a good person. And that was
Interesting.
kind of like where my book was at too. So I wonder if that was a
Subliminal inspiration.
yeah, I'm trying to it was the most requested video in 1993,
Okay.
earned the band several awards, and lastly, this is neither here nor there, but the parts of Steven Tyler singing in a church, that was the church Lizzie Borden taught at.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's
cool.
crazy.
I should have had Lizzie
That
Borden
sounds
on
like
this
something
list.
you would have seen on pop-up video.
It was
Oh
probably.
God, I love that show. Okay, well, interesting. Oh, my microphone came apart.
No.
Alicia Silverstone, in case you didn't know, also legally emancipated herself from her parents at 15,
Wow. Right before the
which allowed her to work longer hours on set, like because she was a child actress.
Yes.
And so it allowed her to act, or do longer hours on set for the movie The Crush. The Crush came before the Aerosmith video. She was 16 in the Aerosmith video.
but it got released after?
Oh, did it?
I think so.
Oh, okay, maybe.
It was around the same time because I do remember The Crush.
Yes. And so basically then by emancipating herself, it allowed her to call her own shots, hence appearing in the Aerosmith video and portraying the person she wanted to. There wasn't, I don't know, like, would there not have been legal things in place where it's like, is it okay for this 16-year-old girl to be in this video like that? How
It was
old
the
was Steven
90s.
Dorff? Ugh.
Yeah.
Anyway, so she was a bit of a badass as well. Like she was, you know, calling her own shots at a very, very young age. And I don't know why, but I kind of feel like a little bit of a Drew Barrymore comparison. Where Drew Barrymore, a child actress, super sweet, adorable, blonde hair, emancipates from her parents. I don't know how bad of a life Alicia Silverstone had because Drew Barrymore's was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But, you know, she took her career into her own hands. She did have a no nudity clause, always wanting to use doubles. But the weirdest thing about her, when she had a baby, first of all, I think his name is Bear, which that's totally fine.
Yeah.
But she shared a video in 2012 of how she fed her son, which was baby birding.
Shut up.
I'm not joking.
She baby birded Bear.
Yes, she did. She baby beared bird.
She
No,
baby
she baby
birded
bared
bird.
bear. She chewed the food up in her mouth and spit
dropped
it into his.
Jesus Christ.
So that's just interesting. She also went on to explain, like, she had a very, what did they call it? High communication parenting. So she doesn't ground him. It's very hands-on. It's like, almost not, I don't want to say like a hippie style, but like just basically whatever she thought was, I think she breastfed him until he was like
15.
something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Way too long.
Yeah.
And she also likes to garden in the nude, which, I don't know, that's probably a good thing.
Garden in the nude.
Yeah.
I also saw her doing the celebrity karaoke thing.
Oh, yeah.
Or the celebrity lip syncing thing, and she sang crying, and then she gave everybody the middle finger, and that warmed my heart. 'Cause I think that was only like a couple years old.
That's fun.
So I'm glad she didn't go too crazy.
No, and she
That's the right
didn't.
amount of Hollywood crazy.
And she's also coming back, or coming. She came back. She was in a Hallmark Christmas movie
Really?
with Sabrina the Teenage Witch chick. What's her name?
Melissa Joan Hart.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I have to say, they must have had a decent enough budget because it wasn't terrible. It was still bad, but it wasn't terrible.
Nice.
So,
All right.
Well, that's one hot throb.
Back to you, Stacy.
Heartthrob off the
Heartthrob.
list. Okay, my next one is... That's not the right thing. Oh, I should have prepared this better. Okay, this is... Patrick Swayze was a temporary crush, but a strong one.
Yep.
This one was also very temporary, but I had the ability to relive it over and over. Josh Brolin from Goonies,
Oh boy.
the older brother.
Yep.
The exercise obsessed, hot as you know what brother on the Goonies who was a dick to those poor kids. And he wore that headband. He was always in a tank top, always working out with those like stretchy cable things. And in the beginning of the movie, he's the annoying older sibling who just, he teases the kids, he sabotages stuff, he's just being a dick. But then if you haven't, spoiler alert, he ends up going on the adventure to find the treasure and becomes an integral part and like appreciates the fact that his little brother's so cool and into this stuff that happens to be super real. Then he kisses the other chick and it's just like, I wish I could have, like, Goonies for me, like one of my top movies of all time, 100%. And just wishing that I could have been in that situation and kissed by Josh Brolin. Come on. Please.
So is he the reformed bad boy?
Was he reformed?
Well, in the movie, he started out like a jerk, and then he changed and became sweet.
Mm-hmm. So maybe that's what I like. A bad boy with a soft heart.
Yes, that's...
And the ability to change.
You're the first girl I've ever seen.
What?
Be interested in
that? Oh,
the reformed bad boy, yeah.
But also, too, not like, I know it's a movie and it's totally not real, but if you like willing to change, the willingness to change, the ability to change, that's very sexy.
Nice.
And also, fast forward to today, still a beefcake. My God, is he good looking?
Really?
Have you not seen?
I've not seen
Don't
2026 Brolin. No.
Don't tell me you haven't seen Deadpool.
I've not seen Deadpool. I've not seen Deadpool. Isn't that Ryan Reynolds?
My mouth's on the floor right now.
I'm sorry. It's Ryan Reynolds, right?
Yes, it's Ryan Reynolds. You have 2 movies you need to catch up on.
Ryan Reynolds is the donut guy, right? Tim Hortons right now?
Sure. Don't limit him to that. I can't believe you haven't seen Deadpool.
I haven't.
You love comic movies,
I don't.
you? You don't. You just like Disney movies. Sorry. I am so disturbed.
I have seen about 3 comic book movies, but I will watch Deadpool.
Okay.
Is that something I watch with my daughter?
No, definitely not. You can watch it with your son, but not your daughter. Anyway, fast forward to today. He's still very handsome and lovely. His dad is married to Barbara Streisand.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Before you pass the ping pong ball to me, I will say we should do a follow-up where we should flip this and each pick 5 of our own gender people we thought were good looking. Because Stephen Dorff would be on that list from the Aerosmith video too. It was huge. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
totally.
Let's pick 5. I'll pick 5 dudes some week and you pick 5 girls that
will
you thought
not be
were
a problem.
Yeah. Okay. Back to me. Josh Brolin's main public controversy stems from a 2004 arrest for
being handsome,
spousal battery against his then wife, actress Diane Lane.
That's right.
The incident was described by their spokesperson as a, quote, misunderstanding. No charges were filed, and the couple did not divorce until 9 years later.
Misunderstanding. Okay, see?
Yeah. And then, to finish off, he has discussed his past, quote, destructive path in his youth, including drug use, and then in brackets, experimenting with heroin and losing friends to addiction, and being part of a car robbing gang. Now, just focus on him being part of a car robbing gang.
He just
that
went
makes
to
him
number 1
extra
on my
hotter,
list.
doesn't he?
Yeah.
Right?
And drugs, whatever. Who hasn't dabbled in drugs?
Yeah, I mean,
but cars...
who hasn't lost friends over experimenting with heroin? Just him and his hot buddies jacking cars.
Honestly.
Right?
Oh, okay.
Pulls
Interesting.
up, get in, Cooper. And there's just
We're
all these
doing this.
there's all these just wires hanging under the steering wheel. Oh.
Okay. Well, you know what? Did you see the Charlie Sheen documentary?
I did not.
No, that's okay. I'm just going to assume you've seen nothing that I
Yes,
mentioned.
that's probably a safe bet going forward.
Charlie Sheen, some people said about the documentary, like he has a bit of a douchebag sort of air to him, but he owned up to so much from his past. And he's like, look, I was, and I'm saying it doesn't absolve anything, but like recognizing what you've done is so much better than denying it, fighting charges, whatever. And now he's married to, I don't remember what her name is, but they have a couple of daughters. He's super healthy and like a much better person, because I don't know him personally. But
people can change.
People can change.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
All right. My next one. Okay. Kathleen Robertson.
Really, I was like,
I love this girl. She's a Canadian actress. She started on Maniac Mansion, which we've talked about before. This unknown Canadian show that came from the death of SCTV. It was Eugene Levy's. It's what he did before Schitt's Creek. It was just.
Was it just before Schitt's?
I think so.
Interesting.
Well, maybe there's a bit of time in between.
Biggest thing, maybe.
But it was just nobody knows this show. It was this buried Canadian show, and she was just this pretty daughter, and I was like, that's a really pretty girl. And then that show ended, and I didn't know, pre-internet, she was just gone off TV, and suddenly she shows up one day in Beverly Hills 90210 as a major character, and as a kid watching her being like, that's a really pretty girl, having her show up on that show, you're like, I was right, world.
Now she's a pretty teenager.
I called that because you have to be like 10 out of 10 to get on Beverly Hills 90210 unless you're a spelling.
I was just going to say.
Unless you're a spelling.
And
then from there, I didn't really watch this, but she was on the political drama Boss. And I remember channel surfing years later, and it must have been on when something else I religiously watched was on, because I always remember catching like 30 seconds of her in this show while I was channel surfing during commercials.
Yeah.
And then one time I was watching, and she was doing this like steamy topless love scene.
On Boss?
On Boss.
Interesting.
And I was an adult, but the like...
Still hit you.
The like 10-year-old deep down inside me was like, nice.
Shwing.
Like, where was this? Where was this
Where was
in
this when I was
1990?
10? Yeah.
When I could have fully appreciated this.
Okay. Interesting.
But yeah, good Canadian girl.
And that's always nice.
Yeah.
Homegrown crush.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you'd like to pass it back to me, I found basically nothing on this chick. She's an admirable quality for somebody who was in Hollywood at a younger age and then into an older age, because Hollywood can mess you up. We've seen it so many times. And she talked about being on the cast of 90210, and she found a cut-up Polaroid of herself and figured that some of the other cast members had done that. And so she was like being bullied on the set, and she was too scared to speak to, producers or co-stars. Like, she was just really putting in the time and kind of GTFO because she just was like uncomfortable there, which is unfortunate because...
That's so Canadian, though.
What was her character on that one?
I don't really remember.
Me neither. But because like if she was on the show as like a, in charge sort of younger adult, but she was inside just really like afraid and being bullied. Like, that's crazy. She's a beautiful girl.
Yeah.
But she did also, and this is like what I mean about her, she has accusations that she's a vampire. And not even because of like fun culty stuff, but just because she's like looks so good.
Oh, okay.
And hasn't aged.
She hasn't
People are like,
aged.
she's a vampire.
Gotcha.
Which is like super boring.
I would take that.
Yeah, I would.
If people were like, he didn't age, he must be a vampire.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She also has said she hates playing sweet characters. She's expressed that she's rarely comfortable in scenes where she has to play a purely sweet, lovable person. But guess what, honey? I'm sorry. Maybe she typecast herself. Or was Boss... Oh, she was topless?
She was topless in Boss.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know how often, if that was like the thing.
She also... Oh, somebody's phoning in.
I was going to say, the light came on. I've never seen that before. I thought maybe we're getting censored because we're talking about...
Can I press pause for like one hot second?
Sure.
Because I know who it is.
Okay.
Sorry. Hi, Cruz. Jay, it's Stacy. Do you not recognize my voice?
Oh, sorry, Stacy. I'm noise in the background here. What the hell are you doing still working?
I burn the midnight oil every once in a while.
Hey, it's Joel.
I know Joel never works. I know Stacy does.
Oh, come on, man.
That's not Joel, but that's okay.
Joel.
What's your question?
I'm just on my way down to just double check to make sure the tickets were at the front desk.
Of course they are.
You are a sweetheart.
Okay.
Okay, we'll see you in a bit.
Yeah, enjoy the show.
Thanks.
Bye. Well, I'm glad we stopped down for that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's continue.
She played Claire Arnold in Beverly Hills 90210. I don't.
Unmemorable.
I remember the first couple seasons, and then all I remember was the guy that pushed Donna down the stairs.
Oh, of course.
And it affected his musical career. We should talk about that guy one day. We should deep dive that. Fascinating man.
Oh, man.
That's good to know. I thought that might be the Trojan horse of my teenage crushes. This nice, sweet Canadian girl gets thrown into the cast of 90210. I was like, she's not coming out unscathed, but apparently she did.
She managed okay.
Good for her.
And she also, once Boss was canceled, I found out she was a catalyst, or she said that was a catalyst for her to take control of her own career, which led her to produce and write a show called Swimming with Sharks.
Huh.
I have no idea what it's about, but anyway.
No.
So she does take control.
There's probably a few hints there.
Probably.
What it could be about. Actually, it probably has nothing to do with swimming with sharks.
Okay.
After I said that, I just imagine her swimming with sharks.
I know.
And I'm like, that can't actually be what it's about.
It's going to be about like Sharknado style, I'm thinking. Anyway.
All right. Back
to me.
to you.
My next-
Crush number 3, Stacey.
Sure, I'm just going through my list. So that
Okay.
it's in order, but only as I wrote them down.
Gotcha.
Johnny Depp.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, I know this is going to be terrible. I know it's going to be bad, and I don't care. So lay it on me.
Do you want to explain what
yeah,
was
I
what
have
was
to.
the
I'm
role?
sorry.
What
You're
was
right.
the role?
Crybaby,
Yeah.
the movie.
God, I remember Crybaby.
I forget who the woman was that starred with him.
I can remember the VHS cover.
Yes, me too, because he's got the single tear running down his face. We're going to do a quick Google here because I think I need to know. Well, I know I need to know who Crybaby cast.
There was like a girl with like pink pants or something, wasn't it, as well?
Kim McGuire? That's no.
No?
No, hold on a sec. Is that who? Okay, well, maybe. Oh, this is an older movie. Anyway. Oh, no, it's the Crybaby. She's laying on the ground with her legs up, and he's looking like such a badass.
Yeah.
Anyway, that movie did it for me because that was. Oh, and Ricky Lake was also in that movie. That was released in 1990. And then 21 Jump Street. And then basically anything else Johnny Depp was ever in was right up my alley.
He's very uniquely handsome. If you told someone to close their eyes and draw what a Hollywood man looks like, it's Johnny Depp.
Really?
I think so.
A
yeah.
Hollywood man.
Yeah, just like a movie star. That's the word I was looking for.
Okay.
A movie star. I
And
think he
then-
would draw Johnny Depp.
I also have forgotten, of course, Edward Scissorhands
Yep.
and What's Eating Gilbert Grape, which was afterwards and showed his like more serious side and his long flowing hair.
And
but
one
that's
of
what did it
the
for me.
one of the earlier Nightmare on Elm Streets.
Probably.
Wasn't that one of his first roles?
Yep. And
They
there
all
was
start
another
out in
one.
horror
What was
movies.
it called?
Raising Arizona?
Arizona Dream or something like that. Anyway, he was just also, I think, so unique looking. And you know, you don't want to always, well, we're talking Hearthrobs here, so
Yep.
of course it's based on looks. But he was just so different looking than the average, what I think, Hollywood guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
That's what did
That's
it for me.
fascinating that we. So to you, what's a Hollywood hunk? Like Patrick Swayze?
No, I would say Hollywood hunk would be like,
Mel Gibson?
yeah,
Yeah?
that's a weird example.
Okay.
But sure.
Sure.
Young Mel Gibson, put him on my list.
All right.
Yeah.
Number 6. Just didn't quite make the cut.
So,
no,
yeah.
I just think he's got that presence.
Oh, presence, sure. Looks,
Really?
I think
Okay.
it's a bit off the charts.
All right. Yeah, you know it gets messy real quick. Oh, sorry. Back to me. It gets messy real quick with Johnny Depp. Doing this research, though, it's funny, not funny, haha, but just alarming how the information that came to me about the Depp Amber Heard fight was that she was like 90% responsible. And it seems like that's not really the case when you actually look into it.
Oh, really? See,
Yeah.
and I didn't really, it was everywhere.
Yeah.
For so long. I didn't really watch a lot of it.
Yeah.
Because my crush for him has dwindled, but
Sure.
he was my 80s one.
Yeah.
And so I didn't follow a lot of it. And I was under the impression, too, it's like, well, she's guilty. So
He seemed like the victim.
Yeah.
And I think he was for some of it. But first of all, he sued News Group newspaper who called him a wife beater. Like, actually, that was like the article headline. The judge ruled against Depp, finding that 12 of 14 alleged incidents of abuse against Heard had 100% occurred. 12 out of 14.
And
Confirmed.
Who found this out?
Well, Depp tried to sue a newspaper.
Yeah, and the newspaper found out?
And then it went to court, and the judge heard everything and determined that actually, of 12 of the 14 alleged incidents...
How did she get found guilty if he had done the damage?
Well, I guess there's still 2. So the trials involved conflicting allegations, with Heard alleging physical and SA, and Depp claiming he was the victim of abuse, including an incident where he claims his finger was severed by a thrown bottle, which did happen. They went to Australia in 2015, and a huge fight broke out in Australia, and she whipped a bottle at him, and it severed his finger, and then he scrawled messages in his own blood on the walls.
Oh,
now that is a fight.
Boy.
That is a couple's fight. You know,
totally. Hey,
you think you fight about taking the garbage out? That, and then he had. This also didn't help him. He had super dark, graphic text messages from him to her, which he tried to claim was dark humor, but that's...
Oh, no, baby, it was just a joke. It was just a joke.
And also, after the bottle thing in Australia, she alleged that this trip then became a, quote, 3-day hostage situation.
Oh, yikes.
That's about as much time as I want to spend on that. You knew that was coming, though.
100%. And I'm sure there's a ton before that.
I don't know. I was surprised, though, that there's that much evidence against him, because that was not filtered down through what I read on social media. So take that for what it was. It made Amber sound like she was insane and just abusive, and he was just this poor little puppy dog waiting for better days.
Poor me.
Yes.
Okay.
Johnny Depp.
Back to you.
What a great actor, though.
He's a good actor.
I have seen Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, my...
Because it's Disney.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
And what a tour de force. I mean, that man, for that performance as Captain Jack Sparrow. And again, you know, I don't watch a ton of movies. I watch low-budget movies, so I'm not like the Oscar-nominated, oh, what a fantastic role. But that is one that stood out, where I was like, his portrayal of Captain Jack Sparrow was unlike anything you've ever seen.
Well, and that's the other thing about him, is he has the ability, like Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah.
Have you seen that movie?
I have seen that movie.
Holy shit. He plays a quirky character so well. And he can really get into those roles, like playing a weird pirate for how many movies? 20, it seems like.
Seems like.
It slipped right, like he just slipped right in. It became him, and same with Edward Scissorhands and all those, you know, Sweeney Todd and stuff like that. Like he was really good at doing those weird roles, which is also admirable. Is it back to me now?
I think it's back.
Or no,
me.
now you need to do your next one.
Okay. Since you gave me Depp, I'm going to give you Sunny.
Okay, this, please.
Yes,
tell me.
I will. I'll be quick, because what she's done wrong will be much longer than her career.
Okay.
So Tammy Sitch, I believe was her real name. Beautiful young lady, dating this guy who wanted to be a professional wrestler. She had everything going for her. She was becoming a nurse. Mm-hmm. They were like gym rats. Very attractive woman.
Yeah.
He got into pro wrestling, and all the promoters were like, dude, you got to bring your hot girlfriend out as your manager. So he started bringing this poor girl who just wanted to be a nurse out on the road with him. She got a taste of the spotlight, got a taste of the attention. Vince McMahon and the WWF at the time saw these two and hired them basically because they just wanted her. He was fine.
Yeah.
And within years, she became the most downloaded girl on the internet in 1996. America Online, most downloaded celebrity. I mean, she blew up. There were posters of her. She was one of the hottest girls in the world. And like everyone, she did not realize how wrestling fans are just this bubble. She got so big that she basically said, I don't need wrestling anymore.
Oh, dear.
And she took what that profession does to people with the drugs and the bad hours and being on the road and living on a suitcase and the chemical dependencies.
Yep.
And she left, and boy, did she spiral.
Oh.
Boy, did she spiral,
super
Stacey.
unfortunate.
I don't know all of it, but I know a lot of it. But keep in mind, this was AOL's Most downloaded girl in 1996. What happened to young Sunny?
Well, that's interesting. I did some digging, and it started off with the AOL thing, the most downloaded person. I didn't watch. I feel like I finished with wrestling after it was
Yep.
like, when would that have happened? When did it switch to WWF?
WWE?
Or E, sorry.
2000-ish.
2000-ish.
But the glory days of like the most people watched were like the Hogan and Jake the Snake and
100%.
Honky Tonk Man, and that ended around 1992.
Okay, so I was probably like a 95 ditching
Oh,
of
yeah.
wrestling. I watched it for a long time.
Wow, you made it all the way to 95.
I think so.
Yeah.
And so I wasn't familiar with her, but it does basically, like what you just said, this is the image of her online, is that she was this innocent young thing. I found that she wanted to be a surgeon before getting into what she did. And she was a pre-med student at the University of somewhere. And she wanted to be an orthopedic surgeon, but then again, she got this little dabble into the wrestling world, and she had some really weird, she had an appearance alongside Elmo, like a Sesame Street performance through the WWE. It was a weird segment that got some really bad, like, what do you do? How did this? I don't think it was a legit one.
Yeah.
So that got some bad press. And she was also a big deal in the rivalry between Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart.
She sure was.
Which
I didn't want to go
I know
this deep,
those
but I would
boys.
love to go deep.
I know those boys. And she was, known as a heel, right? Like a manipulative heel. But her real life partner said that she was like not necessarily like that. And I was like, I don't know, because most of it makes it look like she was. And she did lie about some physical injuries once. She fell down an escalator at an airport and blamed it on taking antibiotics and tried to sue the airport. I mean, who doesn't do that?
Yeah.
Honestly. So yeah, I didn't find a lot about her. It's not that she isn't an interesting person. It's just that she just had a weird little quick-lived, unfortunate stint in
She's
Hollywood.
in jail currently, is she not?
Is she?
Oh yeah, he didn't.
I didn't find
Didn't
that
go
part.
that deep. Yeah, I think she's been in and out of jail. She, everybody.
Oh, 17 years for DUI crash. Guess where?
Florida. Again, everybody gets old. Age catches up with all of us, but
Yep.
you look at what she looks like now, and that's years of
Hard living.
hard living. She is absolutely unrecognizable to how she is, and that's not me throwing shade. I mean,
No,
like I
she
said,
does look
everybody,
very different.
but just you would not even recognize her as she was in the 90s. Really quick, yeah, Brett and Shawn, you know those guys? She was cheating on her man with Shawn Michaels during that time. And then one of the most infamous moments of Monday Night Raw, back when it was getting really bad between Brett and Shawn, and they didn't like each other for real, and they'd go on live TV and like go off script to make fun of each other and trash each other in like real life, like not the characters. Shawn accused Brett of having, quote, sunny days lately, which caused a lot of turmoil at home because
snap.
everybody was like, is Brett sleeping with Sunny? And this was like a real thing that eventually they fought for real in the locker room, and he pulled out chunks of Shawn's hair. Like they really fought in the locker room.
Jeez.
Isn't that crazy? The other sad thing about her, and good for her because this played out very well at the time when she was 1996, hottest girl in the world. Playboy was backing a dump truck of money up to her house.
Fair enough.
And she said no because little girls looked up to her and she didn't want to take her like sexy persona that far.
Yep.
And then after the fall, years later, she did like the lowest grade of adult movies
Entertainment.
where I'm guessing she did not make Playboy money. And at that point, even the fans knew about her like struggles. And it wasn't like, oh yeah, I can finally see Sunny. It was like a girl. Get help.
Sad.
Get
Yeah.
help.
Oh,
So-
that's too bad.
Yeah. Sunny, Tammy Sitch.
Okay. Back to me. I think we should pick one more.
Pick one more. Are we going long?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm going to go with Heath Ledger. Rest in
You're not doing
unfortunate
Gossier?
peace. No, Mark Paul Gosselaar. He's just a pretty boy. That's all it was.
And you know what? I couldn't find any dirt on him.
Fair enough. I
He
believe you.
seems to be like a really, really good guy. He is sad about a lot of stuff that did not age well when he played Zach Morris. He watches that and cringes now. Where like,
I can't imagine how many people from that time look back on the things they did and they're like, "Week."
It's funny you dropped him because nothing. He seems like a really good guy. He still looks great.
Oh, and he does. Although I prefer him as a sun-kissed blonde boy. Now he's like dark and stuff, whatever. But he's still very handsome. I picked Heath Ledger because of he was a surfer type looking dude from Australia with a little bit of an accent. 10 Things I Hate About You. Like, could that movie have made me more obsessed with anybody in my life? I don't think so. I watched that movie over and over, just like the Goonies one, over and over, because he was just everything about him. He was good looking. He was the bad boy. He had a bit of an accent, and that relationship between him and, oh my God,
Julia Stiles.
Julia Stiles was
I have seen that. I saw that in the theater. Keep going.
Crap, mark it down. Just everything about him. He was so interesting. And I don't remember, like, when did 10 Things I Hate About You come out? Because I'm just curious.
2000, 2001, 99, somewhere in there.
99. Yeah. Good guess. Oh,
I got there.
And his hair in the movie is dark, but anyway. I don't know if I was like Googling him at the time or looking things up at the time, but I just wanted to know more about him. And then because of the success of that movie, he was also then in a bunch more movies. The Knight's Tale, which was super cheesy, but at the same time, so good. And he was in The Patriot, which was also, that was in like 2000. So a very different role than like a teen heartthrob. And then, oh my God, talking about like maintaining the crush throughout their career, The Dark Knight and Brokeback Mountain would have come first. Such a good actor. And when he died, I can't express to you how actually upset I was. I was really sad about the situation. He had a little daughter and, you know, he had, again, that loss of potential made me so sad. I had a dream about his death that I had his body in my arms and I was looking for somewhere to put him. Like, it was just weird. You know, one of those random things where clearly your brain is talking about thinking about something. But I just think everything he's ever done is so amazing. And I'm very sad that he's no longer with us.
All right.
Lay it on me.
Back to me, seems like a really good guy.
Yeah.
I thought for sure there'd be some darkness, but you talk about Knight's Tale and how everybody laughs at that. He was very hands-on, very specific. He wanted challenging roles, even if it was a dumb throwaway movie like Knight's Tale. He looked for that. He was obsessed with roles that challenged him. He refused to make jokes about Brokeback Mountain at the 2007 Oscars. They had written him dozens of gay jokes for him and Jake Gyllenhaal, and they both refused.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Because they're just like, he's just a
He
good
seems like
person.
someone who cannot commit career suicide.
No.
And that's phenomenal to be at that. 10 Things I Hate About You, amazing. And yeah, as someone who has not watched a lot of comic book movies, The Dark Knight is tied for my favorite movie of all time.
It's so good.
You talk about Johnny Depp. No one else could do Captain Jack Sparrow. No one else could do the Joker like him.
No, I think he's hands down the best Joker.
It was almost distracting. You could not follow the plot of the movie. You were just obsessed with watching him bring that character to life.
Imagine if they would have been able to do a spin-off of just like him as a Joker. Oh, that would have been so good.
Yeah. Just got too deep, right?
Yeah.
He couldn't sleep. He was an insomniac. And
and that was
his
the other
little
thing.
body just broke down.
It was an accidental overdose, which I don't know, you know.
He wasn't out doing coke with his friends.
No.
He was trying to cope.
Exactly.
Which is really sad.
Yeah.
Which is sad when you have that control of your career.
But
you seem
lose
to
control in that other aspect.
And you still couldn't outrun the darkness of Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always think about that often with Stephen Page of Bare Naked Ladies and that reflection of the music industry. Because there's a guy who is the chubby, jovial bumbler. No pressure at all to be like the beefcake in shape, always say and do thing, you know? And he still
succumbed.
Drugs.
Yeah.
Like darkness.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
And it's sad. Like, I think that's the other thing is I'm obsessed with the sadness of everything.
Sure.
Again, I keep going back to that lost potential. But what would he have been doing right now? What kind of movies would he have been in that would have just been blowing our minds on a regular basis? That's what makes me sad.
For sure.
So, anyway. Onto how many of my crushes are gone? Patrick Swayze and Heath Ledger.
Heath
Okay.
Ledger.
Anyway.
Okay,
Back to you.
out of my last two, I want to give a shout out to Daniel
Honorable mention.
Fischel.
Fischel?
Fischel?
I think it's Fischel. Sure.
I'm guessing you couldn't find anything.
Oh no, she's pretty straight laced.
She should be studied. I don't know what it is about her, but I swear if you lined up the top models of the world against her, 99% of men would still be like, no, Topanga.
And is it just because of who she played?
No, you listen to her, and she seems like such a just good person. And that is very attractive. Even older.
Yeah.
You listen to her podcast now, and
She's a podcast?
Yeah, she has Pod Meets World where they go back and they watch episodes. And I don't know how long you watched Boy Meets World. It got dumb towards the end. They went to like college and they brought in all these other characters. They brought in, do you remember that redhead with short hair? Mm-hmm. They brought her on the show and she went after the jugular of Danielle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like on the show, she was accusing her of like making sure that she was still in the spotlight and it wasn't about this girl, even though she's way hotter than Danielle. And she just kind of took it and was like, I was on the cover of Maxim in 20, like I don't know how to say this nicely, but I wasn't really sweating you. Like,
So cool your jets there, Pixie.
and it just came across as like so endearing where she's like uncomfortable saying this, but she's like, I'm
In your
defending
face.
myself at the same time. Like
Yeah.
they weren't really asking you to do
Oh my
Maxim.
gosh, that's funny.
I don't know what it is about her, but like across the board, men just love this girl.
I believe it. I have heard this
And it's
crush
not,
lots.
and you look at her and you're not like, that's an 11 out of 10. She's not this absolute gorgeous specimen.
Mm-hmm.
She's just amazing. I don't know what the male equivalent of that would be. Of some guy that you're just like, I don't get it. There's people way hotter.
Well, what about Ben Savage?
Sure. Yeah.
You know, he's not like, oh my God, heartthrob,
Yeah.
but he's like cute because he's like a nice guy.
Yeah. Okay.
So there you go.
All right. So
your
shout out
final-
her.
so your
My
final
final
choice?
one is going to be Alicia Cuthbert because I figured you'd probably some dirt on her because she seems like another Canadian girl.
She's from Calgary.
She's only 4 years younger than us. So, I mean, there was that awkward time where she was starting to get adult roles while still reruns of Popular Mechanics for Kids were on the air.
Yep.
So it was a really rough time to be like, that girl's really pretty. And they're like, she's 12. I'm like, no, those are reruns.
Yeah.
Those are reruns. But I remember seeing her in a made-for-TV movie called Lucky Girl.
Oh, yeah.
And that was dark.
Oh, was it?
It was like, I wanted her in a sexy role, but not like this. She went on. That was kind of like I talked about Kathleen Robertson going to 90210 and being like, I was right. She is hot. Mm-hmm. She starred in that 2004, I think, movie or 2006 movie called Girl Next Door,
Yep.
which was about her being hot. And I was like, see? She's hot.
knew it.
Not to be confused with the Girl Next Door crime drama about the most like crushing child abuse in Texas that changed the laws. No, the sexy
one.
Alicia Cuthbert, Girl Next Door, and then she went on to her. She was in that other Happy Endings. Is that what it was? The show that lasted 2 or 3 seasons.
Was she in that?
Yes, she was one of the main characters in
Oh,
Happy Endings.
yeah, for
I
sure.
don't know how great of an actor she is. I don't know if she's kooky or not. I think she's pretty set. She married a NHL player, didn't she?
Dion Phaneuf.
Okay, I know nothing about her as a person.
There
Hit
we
me.
go.
Is she crazy?
No, she's not. She
Oh.
is born in Calgary, partly raised in Montreal, so she's bilingual, which
Nice.
is kind of cool. And she hates junk food, by the way. Hate her.
Hates junk food.
According to the internet, I don't know. She prefers eating healthy things, whatever.
What a loser.
But there was a bit of a scandal with her and her image and stuff because she used to date Sean Avery, who's an NHL player. And
yeah.
he is like notorious. badass, basically.
Really?
And so there was this whole, and the term is hilarious to me because it just sounds funny, but sloppy seconds, where she dated him, and it was just like, I don't know, Puck Bunny sort of thing,
Sure.
whatever. But she did marry Dion Phaneuf, and I don't know if they're still together. I'm surprised you don't know what your crush is up to right now. Let's see.
I don't follow them. I know she was Maxim Magazine's 2013 Most Beautiful Woman on TV.
Aw, she's been married to Dion Phaneuf since 2013.
Nice.
Quick sidebar, I partied with Dion Phaneuf one night
Damn.
when I lived in Calgary. One of my friends, we went to the bar, and we ended up back at his apartment with a bunch of people, and I drank with him.
Was
Anyway.
Alicia there? Was she
No.
like, bitch?
No, she wasn't.
Stay away from a man.
When did she start dating him? Because I was in there in 2004, 5, 6. Interesting. Anyway, great pick. She's a sweetheart.
That's a crazy story.
Yeah.
That's
a delve into our love of people back in the 80s and 90s.
I thought there'd be more darkness. That was a little disappointing. I thought our minds were going to be blown.
But
I
the
thought
thing-
you were going to be like, Alicia Cuthbert is a
puppy breeding.
flat earther and Holocaust denier or something. And no.
But can I just say, it goes to show that the people that we connected with were reasonable people.
A lot of my crushes were Canadian too, so I mean, there's
Well,
probably
if you want to
that.
wave the Canadian flag in
yeah,
this
and
debate,
well, them
sure.
Canadian gals, they're pretty level-headed,
Okay, the
right?
9 are Ryan Reynolds, Michael J. Fox, and Seth Rogen.
Yes,
Actually, all
I
valid.
hate Seth Rogen.
Do you?
I do. I can't
Is it
stand him.
The laugh, or that he smokes so much pot?
Oh, maybe both.
Okay,
I
well-
just like it's not fun anymore, Seth. I'm sorry. It's not fun.
I haven't. Have you watched The Studio? The show he's in? It's been winning awards like crazy.
I'm sure he's a nice guy and he's Canadian, but
He's a music producer, and I
Okay.
think he plays a sleazeball,
yeah.
which I think he would also be very good at.
Yeah.
But come on, Superbad?
Sure.
Ooh, was he in Superbad?
I don't
No,
think so.
Pineapple Express.
Pineapple Express.
Oh my God, have you seen it?
Yes, I've seen Pineapple Express. Pineapple Express, fun fact, I saw Dark Knight in the theater 9 times, Stacey. And Pineapple Express is the only movie I saw during that stretch. That wasn't the Dark Knight in the theater.
Just to break it up a little bit. Give me
Yeah.
some Pineapple Express.
It was my birthday, so we went to 2 movies that night. We saw that and then Dark Knight.
Nice. Okay. Well, this has been fun. We will do this again where
We'll
pick same
switch.
sex.
I'll pick I'll pick 5 dudes I think that are hot, and you can
Okay.
pick 5 ladies.
All right. But see, are we basing this physical only, or are we doing?
No,
like,
I think you can do
person?
whatever.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
person in general. Okay,
Yeah.
because I got some.
You got some uggles.
weird-
You got some uggers
Some
that you just think are good people.
But she's got such a sweet heart. She opened a pet rescue.
Angela Lansbury.
Don't get me started. One of mine is 100% going to be B. Arthur. From,
Arthur, yeah.
Yes. Oh my God, don't even get me started. Okay, so that wraps up season 2, episode 10 of the Out of Tune podcast.
Bee giving off the heat.
Thank you. Oh, so much heat.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to start with Mr. Feeney then. Hey, he was the voice of Kit, I'll have you know.
He just turned 99.
Yeah.
He is still alive.
Hello, Michael.
Hello, Michael.
Hello, Michael.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up and come back to that one we just talked about at some point.
Sure.
And then another episode next week.
Awesome. Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Ta-ta.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Cruise FM Out of Tune podcast. Check back for new episodes wherever you get your podcasts or at cruisefm.com.